Electronic music tutorial. It's episode 170 and I keep on making music in real time, and this week is a special week because this is film score week, or ambient film score music that is quite appropriate to put onto motion pictures. So day one, yesterday, I did the dark ambient kind of thing that came out very interesting, and today for day two of this film score week I'm gonna do an more electronic, like a little bit more uplifting, but not quite obviously trance or house music, but it will be a bit more energetic. It will have some harps, maybe a little bit of percussions, probably not, because I want to stay away and try to bring emotion without this. About your live electronic music tutorials, guys, there's another 169 episodes that I've done previously. Every single episode comes with a Logic Pro X template. That means I make this track with you guys, you can see the process, understand what's happening, and then I take it, I package it, put it on our site, wemakedancemusic.com, as a Logic Pro X template that you guys can get for only $5. So basically you get the tutorial for free, can get the template, have some fun with it, remix it, or maybe not, maybe you just like the tutorial, which is also awesome. So what I've done today, it's a very special, because I'll tell you a bit more about me, guys. I released an album 2 years ago now that's called Explorers, that was very much away from anything that I've done before, like it was electronica, ambient, orchestral. And there's that song that I made that's called Explorers, and I basically sell it, of course, on our site, We Make Dance Music, as a template. But it's the second time that I use it to do an episode, because there is a depth in the mix. It's just clean. It just works so well. All the element, I put a lot of work into crafting it, and every time I drop, like right now, I drop a chord progression in the violin, and it's just off the bat sounds. I don't know if it's the calibration, I know what I've done to this, but I put a lot of work, and you should check it out, guys. Explorers, if you like this type of ambient, orchestral, electronica music, check out my album, Mikas Explorers. It's available everywhere. It's a great album to meditate, to relax, to listen to on a Sunday afternoon, to listen to while you drive, to listen to while you meditate, stuff like that. So guys, let's listen first to that chord. So that's it. I think this is definitely something we can use to make a very special electronic song that's gonna be at the same orchestral. So my inspiration for that, guys, by the way, when I started making this type of music, was really Daft Punk. When they did Tron, it was really orchestral, big pads, those things, but it was very electronic, there was still, but it was still film scorey. So this is my inspiration. Now, I have already a lot of things that are written on there for the automations and stuff, and it's all very practical. This is why I sell templates, guys, because when I know what I can pass on to other people as knowledge, as there's so many things in templates that could be shared. Is gonna get the feel for these. I think obviously to start with I will do a tubas. I'm gonna do a bit of an orchestral part, taking just the top, because the tubas are more solo kind of thing. It was written tuba solo, I mean that's, and they're already, hello, come on. So I'll do one at the top. I'm gonna do one underneath, one octave lower, to have a bit more depth to it. And again, I have to undo the automations. Let's do the bass. I know at first you're gonna see it goes fast, of course, because I use Chord, but wait, after that we're gonna start customizing. First we're gonna build elements, and then we kind of customize, and we're gonna bring the emotions with some automations, with some working, you know, having the core of what we want to do done, and then hopefully record a nice melody go on top of that, guys, because I think it's important to always input. Even if I use chords, I want to record something. I want to put myself into it, my soul into it. So that's why using templates so amazing, guys. I just drop the MIDI in there, boom, it's let's see what do we have here. I think I will complement the strings. I will use the strings but without the top here, and probably bring that up an octave to make a variation. Remove all automations. Then of course open this here. I will cut a little bit of the low here. So this is a variation in the sense that it is in the back, it's an octave higher. So with, without, definitely very, very much richer. I think I'm gonna try on an ARP with these because the ARPs are already programmed in there, so just see what it would sound like off the bat, the bit. I think I have a little bit. The harp doesn't sound very much like it belongs, at least this one. Let's have a listen to the other one. Not quite either, so good, so we can skip on that and create something. I think it's important to create something. So I have those tabs here, which I think will work very well with what we have here if we decide to cut this here, and if we decide to cut this here too. And again, using the chords just to accentuate the changes every 2 bars. So let's hear it. Let's hear it open. I like it better. Close, maybe a little bit more open. I think it's time to play a little bit of a melody. You hear it, guys? Oh, I didn't. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, it's because I pressed record. So I'm just gonna clear all the automation first. Hitting the header record button, sorry guys. So I do not really want the ARP for this purpose, so off. So it's still on. Off, 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 off. So I think starting with this, I can do something definitely great. So some people are asking why I noise the keyboard, because when you work in a DAW, you tend to record and then to edit, you know, so the input that I need to put in the DAW is minimal, and again, maybe I use some chords, even less input. So for me, having a piano, keyboard and stuff is really unnecessary, and I do believe also that limitations are very conducive to creativity. So if you're very limited in what you can do, like now I had, you know, how many keys that I could play in. I had like seven keys that I can play in the black. On this, I have to do with it. You know, I'm not gonna go everywhere. So I think limitations are excellent for creativity. I'm just saying this is. Okay, let's quantize. So I will cut those tabs for now. Okay, this is good here. I think I will bring it up a whole octave. Not super keen on this second part. starting to work a little bit. Ta 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 ta. Better with a bit more space. So it's a different story with with the silence change a lot. So I have this sound that is there. Oof. I'm not super keen on this kind of flute kind of thing. I'm gonna copy it. I like this muted. I think this is gonna sound good with the stabs underneath. High cut frequency here that could be useful. Is it on? I don't think it's on. Let's turn it on. It is not on, is it? Okay, now it is on. So that I want things to rise a little bit there, so I'm gonna start replicating that. A filter here too. Oh, it is. Pretty smooth. Just a little bit of strings. I think we need to activate one of those ARP here. With a bit of a simpler kind of melody, because those chord change here will mess up a little bit, and then to trigger it again here so it doesn't re-trigger only the top part. I know some people don't like arpeggiator because they think you just push one button and you have that, but if you use it properly, it is very enriching in a track. It's one of the best tools that you can have. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we're gonna do, so every time that I trigger these, I want to trigger the arp again, but not with too many key changes. So the arpeggiator, so it will not reset every time. I think I had some automation here. Frequency, okay. I also have the speed. Let's check this. I think the ARP has got 2 notes. No, is that only one? I'm not sure why is it triggering 2 notes. However, I don't like it, so I'm gonna recall the default. No, I think it's 16. It's working. Let's bring a bit of vibe. So I think I can simply, I just cannot hear the 3rd key. Again, I'm not sold on this, so I'm gonna check if we can get the other ARP. Oh, there's 2 ARPs, but there's only one MIDI channel that's sending to both of these ARPs, I think. So I will replicate it. Use this here. Do another arpeggiator here. To drop the bottom part of just the top. So I want some kind of a background vibe, you know, to give it a little bit more energy. Oh, I know this one. And then I'm getting attacked by flies now. I just don't feel this. I'm trying and trying and trying, and it just doesn't want to get in there. So then we're gonna try with some more composition, guys. I think this is what we need to do. It's an angel pad. Nice voice. This is gonna be ES624, but they replaced ES624 by this sampler now. I think I'm gonna put another layer of these choir with the same chord. Maybe a bit lower. I'm gonna rename those parts so you guys can see what's happening, really. So I definitely like this main riff. Let's look where we're at, guys. I like this main riff, but we're not gonna start the track with that, so we can move on with this. I'm gonna replicate this here, tack. So like I said at the start, guys, it's good to use Chord and to use a template because I can move faster, because I couldn't have done this fast without those tools, you know. So I personally believe that music production has no right or wrong way to go. So whichever way, if you use only sample, okay, it might not be so creative. If you use on MIDI, if you use instrument, if you use sample packs, if you use anything, as it's the result that counts, is putting your own touch into it, and this is really my style. So it's what I input into it is what I think is good. Somebody will use the same tool, the same chord, the result would be completely different. This is why, again, I believe templates are so useful, because you have something, you have a start, you have a root, and then you can use it to really express something that is truly yours. Are perfect in there again. Let's check out the automations. So I think this with the Vox now. Typing again. I think I'm gonna go into a second part here. I'm gonna prepare to include this other lead. Give myself a little bit more, power. Not what I wanted to do. There's only those two keys that I think resonate good with this, so I'm getting a little bit confused, guys. Because I'm playing the blacks, because the chords were in black, like so it's a little bit difficult to play with this because I have super limited space. So I'm gonna get a keyboard, I think, for my birthday, guys. It's coming in December. If you smash that like button, I'm definitely gonna get a keyboard. Exactly what I don't want here, so somehow they seem to be a bit of a glitch with those strings here, so I will fix that here. So this happened when your dot for the automation is directly on the bar where it started. It glitches, as you can tell. So now I can record another melody. Well, that is if I select the right channel. Do some timing. So what I'm doing is I want the time of those keys to be a little bit odd to really create some bit of intricacy. This one is good. This one could be here. Well, it's gonna end up being squared, knowing me, so do a sequence, because there's a lot of delay coming through, so I think it will build up if I put a few in a row. And then we can start opening those strings here. You know what, guys? I don't like it. So it's good to try, I think, but you know, sometimes it doesn't come, so it doesn't come, which is okay. Then you go back to the start of the track, and then you continue. Oh, not what I wanted to see, guys. A lot of emails there. Let's keep on working on this, build a little bit of an intro. I wanted to just hide this and it didn't let me hide this. So this is unnecessary, and here I have again this little glitch with automation. Don't need to bring it up, just a little bit, definitely. This 4 time, definitely. And I have this music box here that I cannot really recall exactly what it was, so I'll give it a try. Oh, I push every button but the one that I have to. Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't have the musical tapping on, so nothing worse. Oh yeah, this is super nice. Doesn't sound quite like a musical box. I think I would do a little bit of a variation here with the stabs, adding another set of stabs in the interval of the other one. So it's gonna go like so. Alright guys, the time is up for this session. I want to keep the session max 35-minute long, sometimes better, sometimes not. I will put some more work into this and I will turn it into a template that you guys can get for only $5, which I think is a very good deal to get started on a track with those instruments that are programmed. The mix is already done. I have put on my mastering chain on there, which is very useful. So guys, the most important thing, may the sounds